My name's Tate Moore, and I'm from Caldwell, Ohio. I'm the owner of Square Pizza and a founding member of the band the Kudzu Kings. And I came to school to Ole Miss in 1992. I graduated in 96, and I never left. In Oxford, it's tough to find a job. You either work in the restaurant business, or you work for the university, or you create something. Where I'm from in Ohio, they make a certain style of pizza. I missed my hometown pizza, so I thought, hey, why don't I try the pizza shop?
Well, one of the questions is, why do I come over here to eat? Well, I have an office that's across the street, and being a personal friend of Tate's, we watched him build this place from the ground up. I mean, he literally did a lot of the elbow work himself.
Well, Square Pizza is at 1101 Van Buren Avenue, right in the heart of the square of Oxford.
When you look at the walls and you see what's on the walls over here at Square Pizza, it's all history of Oxford, and Tate is attached to. There isn't anything in here on the wall that he isn't attached to.
These are all posters that I've collected from either Kudzu King shows or side projects of mine or friends of mine from Oxford. People that had an influence on me here in Oxford. I try to put their stuff up.
Tate is kind of famous, and he's got a lot of stuff on the walls. And the college kids, I guess, decide that maybe they'd like a piece of that. They'd like to take some of that home with them.
I'm right beside the library, which I think is the biggest bar in town. I'm really the only fast food on the square after 9 o'clock. I sell about 35 pizzas in the last 45 minutes of the night. But I challenge any other pizza place with 2 ovens to put out that much pizza in that amount of time.
At nighttime, it's fascinating. I mean, you have thousands of people pouring into the street out of the library or the Lyric or into this alley, and at least 100 of them come in here at night, and they are brutal, and they are obnoxious, and they are drunk. And to watch the guys that Tate has working here deal with these folks in such a cool manner, not to lose their cool, to feed them and send them on their merry way, is a sight to behold.
Yeah, they can get pretty belligerent, sometimes.
When Ole Miss beat Florida, they made a bumper sticker. I have one over there that says, Ole Miss 31, National Champions 30. And my dad had got me for Christmas that bumper sticker framed in a nice mat. Put it up, and man, it wasn't in here 2 weeks. Somebody reached up and took it off the wall. So it pissed me off. So I spent 500 bucks on cameras. I've had things stolen, but I have gotten them all back since I got the cameras. When I was a kid in Caldwell, Ohio, the barber shop had these men in the window, and the men were from the movie The Natural. This is way before Photoshop, so to make the stadiums look like they were full of people, they used these cardboard cutouts. So I came in on a Friday night about 10:30, and I saw that somebody had ripped the heads off. So it took me about 5 minutes to track somebody down, recorded it onto my iPhone, posted it on Facebook, and I'll be damned if it didn't make the 5 o'clock Memphis News 18 hours later. The girl brought him back, and I said, hey, the hard part's over. I said, the problem is I'm going to charge you 200 bucks a head. So she broke 4 heads. My wife and I went to New Orleans, had a big time.
Usually when it happens, he just puts it up on the Facebook like you're talking about, and within a few days they would turn themselves in.
Here, I'll just pull it off the wall and set it right here. They won't mind. I'm sure they left it here for me. Ooh, I'm so drunk. More Parmesan cheese. Napkin, napkin, napkin. Hey, how's this thing work? Is it automated?
Oh yeah, it's horribly embarrassing, and especially with the video of somebody.
I think after they get over the initial shock of it, and Tate kind of says to him like, hey, you're like, I'm not gonna get you in trouble. I'm just trying to get my stuff back. Then they're probably embarrassed, but they leave and not a big deal.
There are a couple of things you could be charged with. One is commercial burglary. This is a business, and they're stealing from the business. That would be a charge that would stick, and it carries significant prison time. You could also charge somebody with malicious mischief. Those girls ripped the heads off of his posters. That could be malicious mischief, but also burglary because they took it with them. So either of those charges would stick pretty easily, I'd say.
When you think about all the crimes that Tate has solved in Oxford, we're usually the first to know, being that we're right across the street, and it's always funny and it's always interesting.
I don't do a lick of advertising. And the reason I don't is I pounce every time somebody steals something out of here because I think, oh great, it's guerrilla marketing at its best.
Okay, folks, look at this cute little blonde girl. Why would she steal that $35 napkin dispenser? Oh, your mama's gonna be so proud of you. Hey, should I steal this napkin dispenser? Yeah, you know, we could maybe use the 10 napkins that are in it. Smile for the camera, look back.
Folks all over town will say, oh man, I saw your video, did you catch him yet? So yeah, I think it's a whole new media that people are gonna have to learn to deal with. And for me, it's the way I advertise.
Tate has a unique method by which he solves these crimes, but the reality of it is the Oxford Police Department is overworked and underpaid a lot of times, and I'm not sure these crimes would be solved if Tate didn't do it himself.
My own justice has been served.
Never been in here when a crime has been filmed. That's all I can tell you. But I would not include anything I might have taken, borrowed.
So far, I've not represented any of the people that steal from him. I'm not sure I would. I don't know why they steal from him. Maybe it's something to do with the pizza. Maybe he has some special ingredient. I don't know. I guess when you're drunk, stuff seems like a good idea at the time, right?
I think it's just the people that don't know any better.
Last Friday, I saw his brother take a picture down and replace it with their sister. But I don't know if he's noticed it yet.
There's nothing in here that Tate hasn't touched. Most of it is related either to his hometown or to Oxford. So there's just this amazing amount of history in here, and which makes it a special place. And to see that it's going on 5 years, I believe now, is fantastic.
Makes a friend sound so strange to me. All of a sudden he's looking for a real job. A 2-bedroom house with a white fence in the yard. Do 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 do. Honey, I'm home. Do 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 do. Boy, I'm scared of romance. Scared of the whole damn thing, but this going to bed at 10 o'clock is just way too late for me. Well, I'm going round the table tonight, going to the bar, getting high at night, making late, thinking it
Rolling across the desert, drifting through the plains, climbing over mountains, crawling on cicadas, the ladder, with a counter. Nothing could be found all the way home. Living in the sunlight, shooting like a star, moving like a bullet, shot from killing fire.
Looks great. Looks like Tate. That's all I got.